professional organizer, liberating you from the shackles of clutter and chaos for peace of mind and productivity, because when your home works, your life works. And I have a 3-point agenda this week. The first is a celebration because I have now made half the lectures for my new video course, which is about amazing storage hacks and solutions for all the things you struggle with all around your home. I'm really pleased with myself for getting there, and I often say to clients that we don't celebrate our successes enough. We spend too much time beating ourselves up for the things we don't achieve and not enough time celebrating our successes. So this is me modeling celebrating my success. Halfway there, watch this space, it is coming. Point 2, I had an email from the lovely Avril this week asking me a question which I was delighted to have the answer at my fingertips, able to give her, which is, did I have any tips on recycling bubble wrap? And yes, I did. Bubble wrap can be, I thought you might find this useful too, obviously. Bubble wrap can be recycled anywhere that you can recycle plastic carrier bags. So we all know that plastic's a nightmare to dispose of and to recycle. There's all different types of plastics, and it's important there are no contaminants, and it's a bit of a nightmare. But if you've got somewhere that will recycle carrier bags, what you can put in those carrier bag bins is all the stretchy plastics. So that's like bubble wrap, cling film, the plastic that the cucumbers I buy are wrapped in. As long as it's clean, it doesn't have any food waste on it. If when you stretch it, it doesn't tear, and obviously it's not brittle, it's not, like, or squash like plastics one or two. If it stretches, then it's suitable for those bins. And on top of that, my local supermarket, which is a Sainsbury's, they don't have plastic carrier bag recycling bins, but I once, years ago, asked at the customer service desk and ascertained that if you just hand in that kind of plastic at the customer service desk, they do recycle it. So even if your supermarket doesn't have a plastic bag recycling bin, it's worth asking, they might recycle them. Did I say don't put compostable biodegradable bags in? They can't go in as well. They usually say on them that they can't go in recycling. But stretchy plastics, including bubble wrap, can all go in those bins. Of course, you can try and rehome bubble wrap. You could offer it on a giveaway group like Olio or Facebook or Freegal or whatever. But if you're looking to recycle it, good news, it is recyclable. And point number 3 is back to pillows for the 3rd week in a row. They're gone. I don't have one as a prop. The 3 pillows that I was dealing with, I've gone into the bin, but I reflected that there was an additional issue that it was worth checking in with you guys about with regards to those pillows. And it's that there's this thing that I do that causes me to have clutter, and I wondered how many of you out there do the same thing, whether you've managed to overcome it, how you overcome it. I want to hear your examples about it. So with those pillows, what happened was some of my pillows had gone beyond useful life. They were lumpy, they were thin, they needed replacing. But I don't like to buy new things if I can avoid it because of the environmental impact. So I put it off and I put it off and I put it off. And eventually, it was actually when I used to do Airbnb years ago, a guest said to me, oh, the pillows were a bit lumpy. And I was like, okay, look, these have really got to be replaced. So I replaced them. But then, when I got the new pillows, my brain said, oh, but you know what? I probably can get a bit more use out of these old pillows. Obviously, they can't be guest pillows, but, maybe I can just, put up with them for a little bit longer. And I didn't get rid of them. And I've got to be honest, it was years ago. I don't even know how long ago it was. So the new pillows went in a bag in the loft until I was ready to use them. And I continued using the old pillows. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I have finally got rid of the pillows now. But I was really curious to know, does that ridiculous mindset play out for you too? Do you put off replacing something and then finally replace it and then still not really replace it? You just keep the new thing as well as the old thing and try and string the old thing out for longer. And if you do that, tell me what you do it with, to give me some examples, and tell me whether you are still doing it or whether you've managed to push yourself through it and actually get rid of the old thing and move on to using the new thing. I want to hear all about that in the comments below. And I will see you in the next YouTube live. I'm just going to say hello back to Diane. Lovely to see you, Diane. Thank you for joining us. So give me a like and I'll see you next week. Bye.